Hello and welcome to Mommy Monday. So, if I can fix this, can we fix this? Is this physical? Probably not. I had the worst lighting ever. But it's Monday night. I didn't get a chance to film it all today because I had to work. Anyway, so last week we talked about just having the initial feeling of how you feel when you first find out you're pregnant. Like, it's okay to feel like, what the fuck and oh shit. Those feelings are perfectly normal and natural. Now, this week, I want to talk about, if all possible, I want to talk about all the weird things your body does while you're pregnant. And it's weird. Hold on, this is not... Okay, this is apparently good enough. It's just the lighting is so bad. And where the lighting is good, I don't have a good setup. So, and I'm not in my room because my children are in my room. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, the weird things that happen to your body in the first trimester. First of all, one of the reasons why you may have thought you were pregnant and the fact that you missed a period was that you were feeling kind of nauseous for no reason. And they call it morning sickness. It's an all-day thing. It doesn't stop. It doesn't. And the further along you get, I say it doesn't stop, but for some women it does. Every pregnancy is different. Like, your first pregnancy, you may have it a lot. And your second pregnancy, you may not have it at all, because that's how I was. I maybe, with my son, I probably was sick maybe a handful of times with Marcus. And with my daughter June, my youngest one, barely, maybe another handful of times. But it was Mary, my firstborn, that first 3 months was nothing but hell of morning sickness. So this is what I'm going to tell you what to do. Always keep a pack of saltine crackers by your bed, and Sprite. I don't like drinking Sprite. I really don't, because it reminds me about being sick, and I still won't drink it. It reminds me of being sick as a child, so I don't like drinking it at all. So I just drank soda water or even Coke, because it's the carbonation that you want. Okay, and they tell you don't drink sodas. You're fine, just don't drink energy drinks or coffee. And don't drink diet sodas, because aspartame is not good for you as you are an adult. Definitely not good for your child. Anyway, so I did that. I nibbled off of a couple of crackers first thing in the morning, and just dealt with it throughout the day. Along with these weird throwing up sensations, you'll also learn that you can't eat certain foods. I couldn't eat anything red with my first two. Nothing red. No spaghetti, no watermelon, no strawberry shortcake, no strawberries, no nothing red. I could not eat anything red with my first two. Okay, and not only that, but you have these magical things called prenatal vitamins, which are really good for you. They do wonders for your hair. Pregnancy in itself, with the prenatal vitamins and everything, does wonder for your hair. And yeah, you're gonna be shedding a lot. Your hair just falls out a lot. But you're like, why is it falling out? It's because your body does weird things when you're pregnant. There's no reason for it. It just falls out. And I'm not clumps at a time or anything. When you brush your hair and you have 1-2 strands in your hairbrush, then all of a sudden, when you're pregnant, you're brushing your hair and you're like, holy shit, that's a lot of hair. It's because your body is just doing what it needs to do, I guess. No one has ever explained to me the hair loss, but it happens. And then it happens worse after you have the baby. It just all comes out. All that pretty hair is gone. And then, like I said, prenatal vitamins do wonders for your nails too. Your nails are going to be healthy and pretty and long, and they'll grow. And it's going to be amazing. Because you'll have nails like you never had before. Anyway. And along with these prenatal vitamins that do wondrous things for your body and for your child's body, you also have to take folic acid, which a lot of health departments will go ahead and give you while you're pregnant. And you can buy prenatal vitamins over the counter. If you're not good with pills, then, like, because they're in a capsule form, like this big. Well, I lie, they're like this big. But there's also gummies, but the gummies are not as good for you as the pill form of the prenatal vitamins. They don't have as much nutrients in it than the vitamin itself. So if I were you, I just get over your whole thing of pills. If you can. If you can't, that's fine. But if you can, take the prenatal vitamin pills, not the gummies. That's just my advice. But only with that, they also make your morning sickness way worse, especially if you forget to eat. Because these prenatal vitamins have like double of what you usually take in a regular daily vitamin, because you are supplying nutrients for two people, yourself and your baby. Okay? So be sure to eat something before and have it settled in your stomach. Eat something, wait 20 minutes, take the pill. Take the vitamin. That's how I did it. Like I said, I can't give medical advice, but I could give you my advice on how to take. And a lot of doctors tell you you can buy them over the counter, but there are some doctors, like if you have like a vitamin deficiency or something, they will prescribe you a prescription of prenatal vitamins. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It really just depends on the woman. And then, you know what else happens along with morning sickness? Your boobs get bigger, and they get sore, and they itch. It's bad. It's real bad. But I have a solution with that. Now, I know a lot of girls when they first think when they're pregnant, they think about how fat how big they're going to get. And yes, you are going to get big. Yes, your skin's going to stretch. And yes, you're going to get stretch marks. However, if you start lathering up your body with lotion, and you can go get like the pregnancy, I think it's called Palmer's, I'm not for sure, and it's like shea and coconut, and then you have Udder Balm, which you can get at pretty much any drugstore, and it's like a square tin can, and it says Udder Balm, like it's for cows, and it is for cows technically, but it works everywhere. It does great. But what I used is, it's called, now I don't know if Burt's Beeswax still has this anymore, because I got a big container and it lasted me with all my pregnancies. So like it's like this, the container itself was like this big around and like that deep. But it's Burt's Beeswax Mama Bee's Belly Rub, and it doesn't take a whole lot, and it goes all over the place. And honestly, that helped prevent most of my stretch marks, because the more you keep your skin hydrated, the more elasticity you have in your skin, so you'll have less stretch damage to you. And even still, like, you know, I got most of mine, and like even still, you can buy vitamin E oil. It's good for your skin too. And you can buy a small bottle for like maybe $3 to $5, like this big, at any, you know, store, Walmart, Target, Dollar General, your local pharmacy, wherever, for like $3 to $5, and it don't take a whole lot to get a lover. But I would start like right now. If that's one of your biggest fears of this whole pregnancy is getting like huge ass stretch marks, then go ahead and start, because you're gonna want to. That's what I did. I started lotioning up. Boom. Day one, I found out I was pregnant. Okay, time to take care of my skin. Time to take care of myself. And guess what else happens? Sometimes your skin glows, and other times you look like you did in your 8th grade class picture with pizza face. That's going to happen. It happens a lot. Like, pizza face is going to happen, and it's just one of those things, you just have to come to terms with it. And they'll go away, and it comes back, and it goes away, and it comes back, and it goes away. Because your body is learning what to do with itself, and it's got all these hormones everywhere, and sometimes you break out really bad, and sometimes you have flawless skin. It just, the wonders of pregnancy And also, guess what else happens? Some women, like with me, it didn't happen, but actually with one of my friends who's recently found out she was pregnant, it's happening to her. But sometimes your bladder gets weaker, even like from day one, like from like time that you find out you're pregnant to you give baby, then afterwards, because the baby applies pressure on your bladder and it's not able to stretch like it used to, and your bladder becomes weaker, and you might pee on yourself every once in a while, but that's okay. You're human, you're not perfect. And you're growing a human who isn't perfect either. And that's okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this second episode of Mommy Mondays. And if you did, please give a thumbs up. And if you like my channel and you love me and you think you like my advice on being a mom, hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys at a later date. Goodbye. Maybe not.